Hi guys, Jess Speciale here, and you are on Mum on Purpose. And today I want to talk to you guys about how to be a really good listener. Here's the thing. In school, we are taught about this thing called active listening, right? So active listening means I'm engaged with you. So you're telling me something and I'm like, yep, and I'm engaged with you guys and I'm doing this and I'm doing all the right things and doing the cues, the nodding of the head. Yeah, okay. But I'm here to tell you what I've discovered. What I'm here to tell you guys is that active listening is not the most powerful force of listening. Often we're talking to people and we're not even listening to them to begin with. So we're not even doing the active listening part. Somebody's talking to us and we're just thinking about the next thing that we're going to say. Or we're talking to them but we're listening in elsewhere, to tuning into somebody else. Or we're listening and we're not even there. We aren't even actually in the conversation. We're paying attention to something else. This is really common in relationships, by the way. We're so used to talking to our significant others that we don't actually hear them. You know, we don't actually hear what they're saying. We're just like, So, how do we listen then? And how can we be better communicators? And how can we listen more effectively? How can we help people feel more valued if active listening isn't the answer? Well, I want to talk to you guys about a different concept called passive listening. What do I mean by passive listening? Passive listening means listening to somebody with no filters. In active listening, often we're interpreting what somebody is saying through our own beliefs, our own judgments, through what we understand, what we believe about a topic. Our cup's kind of half full. We can't take in everything that we're saying because we're going to be filled up soon anyway. And we're just kind of taking stuff in and we're responding, and then we're thinking about an appropriate response and then we're responding. What I'm going to encourage you guys to do is just to try passive listening. If somebody is talking to you, just be completely passive. Don't have any judgments. Don't be thinking about the best response. Don't try to fix their problems for them. Quite often they don't even want an answer to their problems. They just want to be validated and they just want to be heard. Oh my goodness. Like, don't you think men are the best at this? My husband is a fixer. He loves to fix things. So if I just want to vent to him or say something, he hears me and he wants to help me, and out of his love he tries to fix my problem, and I'm like, no, don't fix it. I just want you to hear me. And it's kind of what passive listening is about. You know, somebody's talking to you about a problem. They just want to be heard and they just want to be understood a lot of the time. And even if you think that you're talking to somebody and you think you're full bottle on a lot of things. So sometimes I do this. I've come to know a fair bit about health and fitness industry from my work that I've done in the past, and somebody will be talking to me about it, and I have to be very, very careful to make sure that I don't have a filter up. And a filter meaning that I'm just listening to hearing bits of information from them because I'm filtering it through what I already know. If I take down what I already know and I'm not filtering and I'm not judging, I might just learn something new. And not only might I learn something new, but I'm engaging a lot better than if I was active listening. You know, somebody's speaking to me and I'm like, well, this is what I think. Rather than somebody listening to me and I'm being passive and I'm passive, I don't have anything going on, and I'm like, okay. I never thought of it that way before. That's an interesting concept. I wouldn't have thought that. I wouldn't have understood that before. You see the difference? Somebody really feels heard, rather than the difference of you saying something, you going, them saying something, and then you go, and then giving your opinion back or giving your process back. You don't need to do this with all of your conversations, but I'm just challenging you. When you come across somebody who's got a lot of information to give, or maybe you're talking to like an expert, you know, somebody who knows a lot about a topic, or even somebody who wants to tell you something. A lot of the times we do this even in meetings and presentations. We feel like we know it all, or yeah, I know that. But then they're up there with the results. So if we really knew it, why wouldn't we have the results? Obviously there's something that they know that we don't. So just remove all that stuff and be a passive listener, and then you might be able to get the secret or the information. I hope that makes sense. I'm trying this a lot more, especially with my kids. And they've been surprising me. It's actually been so cool, especially with my 5-year-old. He comes up with the coolest stuff. I used to try and fix him a lot. I used to try and correct him a lot. But now I often just let him be and just see what happens and see what comes up. And the things that come out are just the most beautiful things. Sometimes he needs to be corrected. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes we need to, steer them back onto course where they need to be. But if you can just practice where appropriate, trying just to let them be, it's going to be so beautiful. So I hope that you guys got something out of that. I hope that you guys try this concept of passive listening. Try it out and let me know how you go. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and let me know, and I can give you more videos like this, or feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can get the information first. Thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I'll see you next time.